What's up, everybody? I hope you're doing fantastic out there. Got an awesome unboxing here for you. A great one from Kansept. So full disclosure, this was sent to me by Kansept. They wanted, they asked if I wanted to check anything out. They offered this particular model. It's one I haven't gotten to see, at least not the newest rendition of it. So I, of course said yes. So this is the Kansept Egress, and I got the black with the white G10, and of course 14C28N. This is a niche design, and right at 3.5 inch blade. So Kansept does a fantastic job with their unpackaging, or their packaging. Their unboxing experience is really nice. You do get a really beautiful blue Kansept microfiber, and then some user manual stuff in there that nobody ever really looks at, but fantastic stuff there. Then inside of the box you have a unique to Kansept unboxing experience. Here again you have a little slip pouch with your knife inside, and then of course always wrapped in plastic. So there you go. So this, excuse me, this is the Kansept Egress. This is their newest rendition of it. I do know they had a older model, so I'm not sure exactly what was changed on it. It does look pretty similar to me, but we'll go ahead and crack right on into this guy, get straight into the close-ups on it. So there you see your textured white G10, and it does have some pretty good texturing there. So the plans for this is to dye it blue. They do have a ton of different variations of this thing: purple, blue. I know there's a black one. There's I think there might be, I don't know. There's other colors. There's red. There's all kinds of other colors for this thing. The blue one has like some kind of blue anodized hardware as well. So if you like that, but I wanted the black hardware and the blue scales. I think that's a cleaner look in my opinion. But again, you got your G10. You do have a double-sided pivot. I'm sure it's captured, but it does have two different. Both sides have the cutouts for the screwdriver. T8 body screws, or T8 hardware. Is it T8 hardware? It looks like, I don't know. Let's check it real quick, just so my brain can work. So no, it is T6s. Sometimes this camera makes it look larger because we're zoomed in. So T6 body screws, T8 pivot screw, T6, and then T6 on your pivot, on your pocket clip. So you got a fairly short G10 backspacer there. You do have a lanyard post, so if your lanyard lovers can rejoice there. So it is not a reversible pocket clip. It is not inset. So that's something I would definitely like to see them do, is have a little bit of lefty love there. And then, or at the very least, inset the pocket clip and give us some flat screws. So you do have some mushrooms growing in the shade there, as bees would say. But you've got plenty of room as well, so it's not something that's going to be a hindrance. Unless you have some really thick pant material, then that might cause a problem. Fairly strong pocket clip retention. Should be pretty good, especially with the G10 being as grippy as it is. You do have a little cutout there where you can see the liner. And that's ends up being a really nice spot on the knife when it's opened. So we'll go ahead and take a look at the blade. Let me wipe this thing off real quick. So I do really enjoy the blade shape on this guy. It's one of the reasons why I've been drawn to this, even on the first generations of them. So it's a very interesting blade shape, but it's my style. I love a Wharncliffe. So you do have that standard Wharncliffe flat body, or flat belly, so no belly at all. Straight cut down. This has that double step. So you are looking at a flat grind. It's about a half height flat grind. You've got a really nice sized blade hole. There you have the Kansept logo, model number, and the blade steel. Then on the other side here, you have the name, Egress, and then the Niche Designs logo Blade grind looks fantastic on that side, and it does appear to be symmetrical. Tip is spot on. Don't really have much in the way of a sharpening choil. So your plunge grind comes down pretty late there. So you've got, yeah, it's about right there, about where my fingernail's at. So you do have some sharpening choil, but it's not as much as it could be. And then you do have plenty of jimping. You got a little bit of jimping there. Then you've got it further out, and then you have further out again. So you've got a lot of options for that. So that kind of breaks into the the ergonomics of the knife. So in the back position here, it is a very ergonomic knife. It fits very well in the hand. Don't really feel the pocket clip at all. The jimping probably would be nice to have a little bit of it here on the liners or in the G10 itself, so it gives you a little more of a locked-in feeling. But because of that cutout, it does just kind of, your thumb just kind of sets in there, and it is really comfortable. You can choke up, and then once you choke up, you have the jimping there on the back of the blade to help with that. And then in your pinch grip, you have the jimping here on the front of the blade for your pinch grip, which in my case, I would actually pinch onto the blade just because it's a little bit of a stretch for me, being a little bit of a larger blade. Ergonomics, again, are fantastic on the knife. Don't really have any issues there. Again, so far what I would really like to see is an inset screw or inset clip or flat screws. A little bit of jimping there on the back that would just help with the standard grip. Wouldn't be too much to just add just some jimps to either follow the ones that are already on the blade, but have them all the way for that full length of right there where the liners are exposed. I think that would really add a lot to the knife to help it with your grip. Outside of that, I really don't feel any bad spots. Liner lock access is fantastic. It is an inset liner lock, which you guys know is one of my favorites. Action right out of the box is pretty good. Detent's a little on the light side. I'm not saying it's a light detent, but it is a little light. It works really well with the front flipper, but it's just a little on the light side for my liking. I will probably tune it a little bit. Trying to think here. So that works really well if you are dropping and you can get that little edge of the blade right there. So you can see that little nub of the blade right there that will drop down and hit your thumb. And at that point, you're past the detent, so you can just bring it on down. Once it breaks in some more, it will drop shut. I can, just kind of, you can already tell that it's wanting to be a drop shut blade, especially with that larger blade size. So probably with, if I took it apart and adjusted that lock bar tension a little bit and cleaned everything up, it would probably be very drop shutty. So the front flipper works really well. It gives you good leverage. You're able to get enough leverage on it to get it around and really snap it out there. Like I said, with that front flipper, and I'm not that great with those front flippers. Thumb hole, let's see if I can get into the thumb hole. Thumb hole works well, even for me. And then the reverse flick works really well as well. Even with the index finger or the middle finger, either one works just as good. It's not a design that everybody likes. It's kind of it's one of those polarizing designs. It's not the most aesthetic knife to a lot of people. Personally, I kind of dig it. I like things that are a little bit different. So this one having a little bit of a different design cue. It doesn't look like anything else out there, honestly. At least not that I'm aware of. I could be wrong, but it's got its own design. It's got its own shape, and I like that. And it doesn't sacrifice function for the form. So it works well in the hand, even though it's kind of an odd shape or an odd look. It's not really an odd shape. It's just an odd look. And then it has everything that you want as far as being able to choke up on the knife, being able to get that pinch grip. Has a very useful blade shape. Just it just works. Let's see if I can grab some more paper. Only thing I've got right here is a regular piece of computer paper. It's a little thicker than what I usually use. I don't have any of my thin paper anymore. Well, let me check. No, I don't have any more of my thin paper around me, so we're just going to have to do with a regular computer paper. So it does work very well for that. It is cutting without any issues whatsoever. No issues there. So nice and sharp right out the box. Of course, it will always be better after you sharpen them. Just as long as you know what you're doing. Anyway, but really no extreme complaints here. Like I said, just a few small design tweaks that I would make. Like I said, say it again, pocket clip screws, a little bit of jimping there, and just a little stiffer detent. But that's preference. That's not an issue. It doesn't change how the knife functions. The knife functions fine. It's just a preference that I would like a little bit of a stronger detent. Nothing crazy, but just a little bit stronger. So yeah, perfect. Great knife. Again, this is one that I will probably keep in my personal collection, just because it's one I've wanted for quite a while, and I will probably dye those handles blue just to make it work for me. But let me know what you guys think. This one that you guys have is the one you've been looking at, and one that you hate. Let me know why, and let me know what you think on it. Appreciate it, everybody. Again, we're getting closer and closer to that 1,000 subscriber goal. I think we're about 50-ish away right now. So help me spread the word, guys. The sooner we get there, the sooner we do this big giveaway, the sooner we do the collection video. I'm going to go through and do, on my entire collection, fixed blades all the way down to my little bitty, slip joints, everything I've got. So you guys will see it all. But I appreciate everybody as always. Just remember, when you're out and about in the world, be kind, be humble, be EDC. Y'all take care.